Hello, members and friends. Okay, so today we're going to do a little bit of Fukushima on the fly. I think it will be number 17. So I'm heading downstairs. There's something that's smelling down there, and things have been tossed around. So today is the day that it's getting bagged up so that if another bag of garbage ends up in the pile of stuff that's been tossed around after I left it, then, we're going to solve that problem. But anyway, here's another problem. So, my channel wiped out 9 X Speaks has been marked with a matched third-party content. Now that could be with that woman's video, that woman called Nika. She calls herself Nika, because she was kind of up there on this channel as I was explaining what's going on and documenting my page, so we have a living memory of what it used to look like and how easy it was to navigate. This is my old computer here. This is the older one, right? This is a different screen. I'm the other side. This one here is the other one that I take the videos on, and I'm having problems now even uploading them onto my, crossing them over from my camcorder onto my hard drive with my program. Like I said, this computer has to go back, but before I do that, I'm going to do this, because something is, better than nothing. And I guess this is what this comes down to. This is something better than nothing. Let's see if this is working here. Okay, so what is this? Musical composition. So as we can see, I don't know if you can see it. We'll see. We're just seeing how this works here. This computer is an old one, and it's fickle. So I'm working on 2 fickle computers right now, but either way, the information is getting out there. So may include, I like how they're not like really concise and to the point, and can actually prove and can document the name, and give the address to as who's putting the claim on it. And I'm pretty straightforward. It's not that hard to find me if these people want to find me, right? So I don't know why it should be so hard for me to find them. Anyway, may include content that is owned. Okay, so your next option would be to dispute it, right? Which, at some point I will dispute it, because, the nature of my nonprofit, I am, I'm supposed to spread goodwill, but there, the goodwill that I've been trying to do here on this channel that, required many, 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 many hours is now being replaced with something else that you can't even access 3/4 of the information, and you lose probably a good third of it. I'll be losing all of this in here. On my moderator section will be gone. This computer runs slow. This is how I have to work under these kind of conditions. So you can imagine how frustrating that would be for me. It's not like I'm working on some fast sort by date, some fast computer that can just whip through this stuff. I have to wait sometimes 5 minutes just for something to download. So all this is going to be wiped out by March 7th. This, we'll come back to. And then we've got the 9 already copyrighted, infringement. We kind of know why, right? But it hasn't been confirmed. And it's only a speculation because they continue to use the word may until you dispute it. And, it takes about, 3 weeks, 4 weeks for them to view it and discuss it with their team to come back with their resolution, which in, 9 times out of 10 would be in their favor. And then if you don't have the resources to get a lawyer, as in my case, you kind of stuck with the mercy of the corporation that's making all the rules. And being that you don't pay a fee, would New Nations Unity, would this channel pay a fee, a small fee, a membership fee of, whatever you want to call it, once a year, just to maintain the ability to do this? I would highly recommend it. As president to the foundation, on a personal level, I think I could be in a position where, if I had, secure payment plan, whether through mail, because not everybody uses a credit card or has, likes PayPal. I know I don't do PayPal, none of that stuff, right? So, something simple, simply put in the mail and, do it like longhand, then people should have that choice if it helps to keep the website the way it is. And that's something that the YouTube team should be thinking about, because once they downsize this page, I can almost guarantee it, I will work on my website and I will find somehow, some way, I don't know if I'll ever see the day, but the mission is to create a page like this, obviously for the foundation. And if we do it for the foundation and we have a membership, then of course we're going to want to share that with our membership. And then we might bring in a membership fee so that people that prefer to have this type of format can do that. And then, of course, because it's a foundation, a charity, you could build in programs where you can do it on a group level when you're dealing with schools and community centers and that kind of thing, and, youth groups, and, even for the elderly, right? They can have their section where, they like their legions, and, they're just elderly people, they have their own clique, just like, the teenagers have their own clique, just like the 24-year-olds have their own clique, just like us 50-year-olds have our own clique. Although I seem to be clicking all over the place. So I just wanted to touch base on that. So let's go back in here. We're going to do this right to the bitter end, right to March 7th. I don't care if it's 100 videos. And, it is what it is, right? Because personally, I've had it. I don't have time. I'm going blind over this stuff. It's putting me back in terms of, my... I have to do nonprofit books, and there's some things I need to do, in terms of making flyers, and people are depending on me to book a park event, and once it's booked, then I have to be on top of that, and I still got to wash my floor. Today I'm going to go hunt downstairs where there's some smelly garbage, because I haven't been down there for a couple of weeks because I've been too busy doing this. It's panicking, right? So now this is going to take up 3 weeks of my time. I'm up till 7 o'clock in the morning uploading this stuff. Go to bed, get up by 12:31. No, really, I've been going to sleep at 7 o'clock in the morning for the last 3 days in a row because of this. And so we will dispute these. This was just uploaded yesterday, last night, this morning, and then this one's coming in as processing right now. I don't know. We can pretty much listen to the videos in between the videos, and as soon as it comes up to be something music, obviously YouTube has its favorites, right? Where, I find that people like bands from Europe, tend to tag real fast. Okay. Nika, maybe because she's popular and, she's a good artist. So, some American bands, but not all of them, right? So, and then of course I did the house. I really like to do the house right now because they're doing their budget, but right now YouTube is kind of stealing that away from them and from us, because you get some good information, right? And it helps you to use your critical thinking skills, and but right now this issue needs to be documented, and it needs to be dealt with fairly. And there has to be a resolution for the nonprofit, like there has to be, because this is like highway robbery for me, maybe not for them, but for me it is. And yeah, so we're gonna go downstairs and continue with Fukushima on the Fly number 17.